Swing and a miss. State regime media, which calls itself Fox News, had one of the worst days imaginable yesterday. They thought it was going to be so promising. Hillary Clinton having her deposition taken by MAGA Republican Congress members in Chappaqua regarding the Epstein files. Oh, this was going to be good. Fox sent all of their reporters there. They were ready to capture the moment where MAGA Republicans said they cornered Hillary Clinton. And then what ended up happening, the MAGA Republicans started to take out their phones during the deposition of Hillary Clinton when they were getting nothing and she was answering all of the questions, not just strongly, but also throwing back in their faces how they were the ones covering up a child sex trafficking ring. And people like Lauren Boebert were like taking photographs of Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton's like, "Are you taking a photo? What are you taking a photo of me? What are you doing?" And it turned out that Lauren Boebert was sending images of Hillary Clinton to Benny Johnson to post on social media. So Hillary Clinton's like, okay, you want to bring in your state regime media? You want to bring in Fox and the press? Let's bring in the press. Hillary Clinton's like, I wanted to do this in public. I wanted a public hearing. You all wanted to do a secret deposition. But if you want to take videos of me and take your little cell phone photographs, let's invite the media in and they can see how embarrassing you all are. I want to do it live. To which Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace and Anna Paulina Luna and James Comer and all the MAGA Republicans who were there were like, no. We got to keep this. We got to keep this secret. We got to keep this in private. All right. So then the MAGA Republicans got nothing. State regime media, which calls itself Fox, they were like, what are we going to do? We were going to be on 24/7 Hillary Clinton coverage. It was going to be our big day. So then they bring on some MAGA Republicans and just go through their like bizarro world because they thought they were going to be programming, we got Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton threw it right back in their face. So here's what goes down. You've got like Laura Ingraham bringing on MAGA Republican Congress member Byron Donalds, the guy who's also running for governor of Florida right now. And so he's like, what we got to focus on right now is puberty. Our children's puberty, the biggest threat facing Americans. Our children's puberty is being stolen. And as Hemet Mehta says, there's nothing Republicans in the Epstein files hate more than children hitting puberty. This line backfired in the MAGA Republicans' faces. Let's play this clip.
Our children, their puberty is at risk because these Democrats still believe it's okay to take children from their parents and change their gender and try to mess with their identity. So much is on the line.
And by the way, here's what was going down outside the Hillary Clinton deposition. You had Lauren Boebert text messaging the photos of Hillary Clinton to right-wing influencers. And Fox is like, we've got a live picture of Lauren Boebert. Say hi, Boebert. And she's like, Beetlejuice. She doesn't say Beetlejuice, but she waves. Here, watch this.
Ultimately, this is going to be released on video, and everybody can make these decisions for themselves by watching the full and complete video when it's released.
Yeah, obviously, that's a live picture of Lauren Boebert there in Chappaqua. Chairman Comer said this testimony may also inform Congress.
Now, going back to some of this bizarro programming on state regime media, which calls itself Fox, you had Jesse Waters saying, here are rules for men. Here, play this clip.
The other thing, rule for men, Dana, men cannot say another man is scary. Mm-hmm. Okay? You can't say the word scary as a man. Were you scared, Gavin? It's scary for you? Come on. And he's just...
And then Jesse Waters is like, Trump is basically offering everybody pizza. Here, play this clip.
And he made it look easy. It should not be this easy. He's basically going out there and says, stand up if you like pizza more than broccoli. And the Democrats are like this. I mean,
what are they even talking about? Then Will Cain goes on and he's like, meanwhile, J.D. Vance gave an incredible speech in Wisconsin. Did you see how authentic he looked today? Play this clip.
Everybody authentic always claims they're authentic. Meanwhile, there's Vance, the phony, according to Newsom, who was in Wisconsin today, where he gave us a glimpse of what authenticity actually looks like.
I grew up in a poor family. When we have people who are down on their luck, we don't want those people to starve or not be able to get medical care. We want to make sure that Americans are taking care of Americans. But that is not possible if we allow fraudsters to come into our country and get rich off of your generosity of spirit.
So do you see what state regime media had to do? Because they were so pathetic in telling their audience that, oh, we've got Hillary. We've got her dead to rights. Look what we're going to do. We're going to expose her. You know what it actually showed? Why the hell isn't Howard frickin' Lutnick having his deposition taken by the House Oversight Committee? The photo surfaced yesterday of him on Epstein Island, buttoned down, partying it up with Epstein. Okay, why isn't Melania being deposed? She's all over the files. Hillary isn't. Melania was called Sweet Pea by Ghislaine. Sweet Pea, right? That was a nickname. And then Melania said to Ghislaine, gee, you look so good in the New York Magazine article. You and Jeffrey Epstein look so amazing. Why isn't Melania being deposed? So then, state regime media, which calls itself Fox, brings on their guest Caroline Sunshine. And they have her as a Republican strategist. And they want to create this fake outrage over, the hockey team. And they're like, the Democrats are trying to cancel hockey. And then she's like, and the hockey players are so handsome, so they must be MAGA. Dude, what weird world do you live in right now? No one's trying to cancel the men's hockey team. But it's okay to call out behavior that's wrong. That's what we should do as men, frankly, where you have someone like Donald Trump belittling the women's team. Shame on you, Caroline. Shame on you, Jesse, because where you have someone belittling and demeaning the women's hockey team, why do you do that? We should be applauding the incredible gold medal achievements of both the women's team and the men's team. As a leader, as the president, as just a human being, we should applaud both, not mock the women's team. And that's how you celebrate the men's team. That's not good. That's not being a man. Being a man's actually standing up and saying that's not okay. That's not how we treat the female team. That's not how we treat women. That's not how we treat people. But go on, Caroline Sunshine. Spread your propaganda. Here, play this clip.
The hockey. We are now, what is this, day 5 of the media attacking the hockey team. What is going on here?
Oh, I love the hockey team. And here's the thing, right? Like, you look at those hockey guys, I don't know if all of them voted for President Trump. I have no idea. They're really good-looking guys, so I'm going to guess that they did. Smart, good-looking guys usually do. Mm-hmm. But they're there to represent their country, and Democrats have moved away from that. They used to be a party that at least had some patriotism, some semblance of love for country.
And so then state regime media, which calls itself Fox, brings on some other guests like MAGA Republican Congress member Pat Fallon. And so Pat Fallon was asked about that moment where Lauren Boebert was taking photos of Hillary Clinton. And she's like, are you taking photos of me? But somehow Fallon and state regime media, which calls itself Fox, were trying to turn this into, so we were going to hold Hillary Clinton in contempt. Why are we going to hold Hillary Clinton in contempt? What are you talking about here? Here, play this clip.
Now, do you think that the Boebert photo that was sent out, which y'all aren't supposed to do that, right? That's a pretty obvious no-no. So she sent that out. That gave Hillary a pretextual excuse for stopping the depo. But it was, that was a violation of the rules, was it not? So you can say it's pretextual, but you're not supposed to do that. So did that affect ultimately what you guys got? It was just a pause.
It was just a pause, fortunately. Honestly, Lauren Boebert, my friend, apologized for it. It was an unforced error. But it was going to be possibly, as you said, a pretense for Hillary to say, oh, I'm going to leave. And she threatened that. She actually said that. And I went right to Chairman Comer and I said, Jamie, if she leaves, we still have to hold her in contempt. Then what is she, a Fabergé egg? Yes, it was a violation, but it's a still image. And let's move forward. And Lauren said that she wouldn't do it again. She didn't do it again. And fortunately, we were able to continue on because not only could we fill up your whole hour tonight, but we could teach a 3-credit college course. The more digging that you do with this, the more it doesn't make sense that the Clintons weren't really, they're a lot closer to Epstein than they're going to let you, believe.
Then more from this MAGA Republican Congress member Fallon. And he's like, what it turned out was Hillary's an icy person. She's very icy. She's very icy. What are you talking about? Let's play this clip.
Politics. So take us behind closed doors. What was Hillary's demeanor like? She actually got fluffed up pretty well, looking pretty good there. So how did it go down?
Well, I'd never actually seen Laura. I'd never seen her in person. And she was certainly agitated. She was trying to be a little charming to the Democratic staff, and that even fell flat. She's a very icy person, interestingly enough. But nonetheless, she was trying to distance herself from Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell, obviously, as she just said. She said she never met Epstein. She was just casual with Maxwell. So I asked her a question, just casual. You've met hundreds of thousands of people. Your daughter gets married in 2010. You have to distill these hundreds of thousands of people down to 250. There were 500 at the wedding. There's going to be a groom. So 250 Clinton invites. And guess who shows up as an invited guest? Ghislaine Maxwell. And she said, well, she just was a plus one. I said, so that's your testimony under oath, that it's just an odd coincidence that old Maxwell was there. Things that make you go,
Do we know who was? Wait, what was she? Was she Epstein's plus one? Forgive me for not knowing that.
No, Epstein didn't go. He had been convicted.
Didn't show up
counts
with
in
that
08.
That would be bad.
Then we had James Comer, everybody. James Comer. And James Comer was like, and look, I think it's important that you know we asked Hillary Clinton about photographs of Bill Clinton in a pool, and she didn't even care who was in the pool with him. I don't think the American people are going to like that. What are you talking about? American people aren't going to like, what in the world are you talking about? Release the FBI 302 witness reports, all of them, including the ones from a Trump accuser who accused Trump of sexual assault when she was a minor. Release all of the 302s. Release the 50 terabytes of documents that you are hiding right now. Why the hell did you delete the photo of Howard Lutnick on Epstein Island after it was discovered? Why'd you disable the search feature on the Department of Justice website? What the hell are you doing? What are you even talking? That's what you asked Hillary. That was your gotcha question? Why was your husband in a swimming pool with somebody's face who's redacted? What do you think about that, Hillary? That's your gotcha moment? What are you even doing? Here, play this clip.
Picture you just showed where Bill Clinton was in the hot tub. We showed her that picture, and she acted like she had no curiosity, wasn't concerned who was in the hot tub with him or any. She didn't know, she said, and she really wasn't concerned. So, you know, there a lot of things she said that I think most Americans will find hard to believe when they watch the video.
And then, of course, state regime media needs to pivot right away to war with Greenland, because that's what they do. We need a distraction. Let's call in Doug Burgum, the Secretary of the Interior. Secretary of the Interior. And let's have him talk about invading Greenland. Why? What is that? Why are you doing that again? Why are you doing the Greenland stuff again? It's ridiculous. It's disrespectful. It's despicable. It's dangerous. It's idiotic. Stop with the Greenland stuff. Okay, just help Americans get health care, please. Help Americans be able to afford their rent and afford homes, please. Help Americans be able to get a job where they can be paid with dignity, please. Help people live better lives. What is this? What is this bizarro crap? I'm not even saying this from a political angle. Well, what the hell is this? Here, let's play this clip right here.
What else can you tell us about that?
Well, Ambassador Whitaker has it right. This is a strategic importance. Think of it as a bookend, Alaska on one end and Greenland on the other, really providing the shield, if you will, to protect North America and the United States. Absolutely critical. And of course, there is more activity up there, both Russia and China active in the Arctic. And we need to make sure that the U.S. is, if we're going to carry on as they call it, the Donroe Doctrine, North and South America, free from these interests of our adversaries, Greenland is key. Some people have described Greenland as, one big piece of ice. It is 2.5 times the size of Alaska, and Alaska is the size of California plus Arizona plus New Mexico plus Texas.
Wow.
And so the 80% of Greenland that it does have ice, the 20% that doesn't in Greenland is the size of California. Size of California with 50,000 people living there. There's such an opportunity for the Greenlanders, such an opportunity for North America and the United States in a partnership. Just like, again, when we bought Alaska, there was hardly anybody living in Alaska. When the United States bought Alaska, now 800,000 people, and a major contributor to defense and a major contributor to U.S. energy.
And there you have it. So pathetic, state regime media. But that's what they were doing. Didn't go well for state regime. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million. Thanks everybody for watching.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.